this video today, I'm going to be walking you around the Seville neighborhood, and this is one of Gilbert's most popular and most sought after neighborhoods and master plan communities in the entire, not only Gilbert, but in the entire Phoenix, Arizona area. So guys, stay tuned. We'll cover, what does Seville have? Where is it located on a map? What are some of the amenities? Where is it located? As well as I'll take you around to 2 different properties at the end. That way you can kind of get a general idea on, pricing and what each home looks like. So without further ado, let's get after it right now. So Seville, this is a master plan community in pretty much the most southern part of Gilbert. Like literally it is in the most southeast part of Gilbert. But when you look on a map, and I'll show you kind of where everything is located here in a sec, we'll hop into my computer. But before we do that, what does living in Seville get you? So the HOAs here, they are a little bit higher, but one of the best things that they literally have freaking everything. I'm not kidding. They have a social club that you can be a part of. They have, pickleball. They have a country club. They have tennis courts. They have splash pads for the kids. They have, a private, we already mentioned country club, but they have like this little like sporting facility too. So they literally have every single thing that you would ever need all around, this neighborhood. What a really, really nice thing about Seville as well is that there's neighborhood parks literally everywhere, all over. So there's playgrounds everywhere, there's walking paths everywhere, there's biking paths. So you really get all of the benefits of living in a master plan community. But one of the best parts about Seville too is that the home prices are, you can get as low as about $4 to $4.15 right now. And you can get all the way up. There's one for sale. It literally looks like an absolute resort. It's for sale for $3.5 million. So Seville literally has every single thing that you would need. What's really cool is that if you do want to be a part of like the country club and the social club, that is an additional membership. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking to move down here. So it's an additional membership, but again, you get that aspect of like the country club and the, that feel of, networking and meeting a bunch of other people that live in your neighborhood. They have all kinds of community events. So it's like the fall and winter time right now. So they have like gingerbread, they have, Meet Santa, they have all these different kinds of events. They have yoga classes, they have, strength classes, they have stuff for the kids, they got a kids club. They literally have everything. So if you're looking for a neighborhood, that you really want to feel connected to, and that has a ton of events, and that you can go and join and be a part of those events as well, you absolutely have to look at Seville. And again, one of the best parts too is that yes, it is very far down here in the southern part of Gilbert, but the nice thing is that it has 2 grocery stores, one on both sides. They have an elementary school right in the heart of the neighborhood, so it's not like you'd have to drive all over. You have kind of your main amenities down here of everything in your day-to-day life that you'll have. Now keep in mind, if you are thinking about moving down here and you love to like shop like big, like commercially, right? You're gonna have to probably go up to Santan Village, which is about 15 minutes from the Seville neighborhood. So a little bit further of a drive. But honestly, speaking of location, let's hop into my computer. I'll show you exactly where it's at and what are some of the amenities around the Seville area. All right, so Seville. So as we said at the start of the video, so Seville is down here in the southeast corner of Gilbert. So it's going to be a common theme throughout this video is that of just the location and how far away it is from the greater Phoenix area. So if you love everything in the Seville area, there's a ton of amenities. As long as you don't have to constantly commute out of Seville, you're going to be in great shape because as you can see, it's down here in that southeast corner. So just for reference, right? So Seville is about 20 minutes. So Mesa Gateway Airport. This airport is Phoenix's second airport. It flies into a lot of like smaller towns, so like Bozeman, Montana, Springfield, Missouri, Omaha. So just think of like a lot of small airports. This is where Mesa Gateway is. So it's going to be about 20 minutes. It doesn't look that far on a map, but these are all just local roads. So this is going to be Power Road. It's a nice wide 3-lane street, but just know again that it's going to be 20 minutes up into the area. So for other major shopping, you're going to have to drive. That's going to be the common theme throughout living down here in the Seville neighborhood. So if you want to go up, there's a huge mall in Santan Village. So that's going to be right here. There's Costco. There's a bunch of different stores, and there's a bunch of different restaurants in the Santan Village. So that's going to be even 20 minutes. Again, I'm telling you, it's very, very common. If you live in Seville, you're going to be driving quite a bit. So major shopping is going to be here in Santan Valley or Santan Mall, as well as the Queen Creek Marketplace. So again, it doesn't look very far on the map. Again, this is still going to be 15 minutes. This has a lot of like your big time shopping. Think of like movie theaters, Raising Cane's, TJ Maxx, Bath and Body Works, Best Buy, stuff like bigger retail stores such as that. So again, that's going to be your 15-20 minutes. You're going to be able to get to all your shopping down here in Seville. For like day-to-day shopping, it does have you covered. So as you can see, just on the west side here, you have a Fry's Marketplace. These are huge, massive grocery stores. They're super, super nice. My wife and I, we love going there. They always have great deals. It is a Kroger brand, so you do have access to the Fry's Marketplace right here in your backyard. And then just on the east side of Seville, in this little Queen Creek Marketplace, you do have another grocery store in Bosch's as well. So again, if you are living in Seville and you love to travel, for example, this is going to take you, if you want to go to Sky Harbor, which is the main airport in Phoenix, that is going to take you about 50 minutes. So as you can see here, it is 5 o'clock right now, so it's kind of rush hour. But again, it's 40 minutes, and this is best case, right? There's no traffic, as you can see on I-10 and all the way up here. So about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, up to Sky Harbor. And then if you actually work in downtown Phoenix, that's just going to be another about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on like what part of downtown. So yeah, as you can see, 53 minutes. If you'd love to go to like the Suns or the Diamondbacks, again, their stadium is right downtown, right here on Jefferson Street. So again, if you love to go to that stuff, Seville might not be the best place for you just because it's going to be 53 minutes. If you'd love to go to the Cardinals game and you're a huge Cardinals fan, I would definitely not recommend living here. As you can see, this gets a ton of traffic on the 202, and again, it's an hour and 15 minutes. So Seville itself is an amazing spot to live. There's a ton of amenities that you'll check out and that we kind of talked about at the beginning of this video. It's an amazing, amazing neighborhood. But if you have to go anywhere else in Phoenix, it might not be the best place for you. Last thing that we'll hit on of where to live and what else is there to do. So for outdoor activities, you're right next to Gilbert Regional Park. As you can see here, once we go to the satellite, they do have this little lake that you can walk around, and there's a bunch of different parks and pickleball. There's a ton of really cool amenities here at Gilbert Regional Park. And again, that's just right up the street down here from Seville. So 1 to 2 miles away, and you have all kinds of pickleball playgrounds and a little lake that you can walk around. So that's really, really nice. Power Ranch, this is a golf course in another master plan community. Super nice community just up here to the north. If you are a golfer, this is going to be kind of like a golfing desert. There's not a ton of courses in the area. Seville, if you want to join, last I heard it was about a $30,000 initiation fee and then $1,000 every single month for your dues. So it is a private course. If you want to golf the public courses, you got Power Ranch, you got Toca Sticks, which is just up here off of Power Road by the airport, and then you have Las Colinas is a city course right to the east in Queen Creek. So not a ton of golf courses down here. You got Bear Creek and a couple of the other Sun Lakes courses down here in Ocotillo. All these are going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. So guys, that kind of pretty much wraps it up for what is there to do and where is Seville located on a map. So it just gives you a little bit better idea on where it is. So let's get you back out there and take a look at a couple homes of what is currently available. Now that you got a little bit better idea on where Seville is located in not only Gilbert but the rest of the Phoenix area, let's pop into one of the starter homes. That way you can kind of get a general idea. This home's about 1,600 square feet of what does that get you? I really want to live here. I love all the amenities, but what does that actually get you? So let's pop into our first house now. All right, so walking into our first property. And again, guys, this is why it is very important that you guys reach out to us, because we are here to make sure that, if you love all the amenities, but you want, more of the starter home price, just please feel free to reach out to us. We get calls and texts from you guys every single day, and we absolutely love it. I moved here a couple years ago, and it has absolutely changed my life, so I want to help you change yours. But again, one of the best things about the Seville is that it literally has neighborhoods for everybody. So most of these houses are, again, in the low 4s. And what do you get? Honestly, this little patio area is pretty cool. Just to be able to sit outside and enjoy the beautiful weather and that it's covered. But one of the nice things, with this particular property, so it's about 1,700 square feet. And right when you walk in, you have that more like modern, open concept. So you do have a half toilet here right when you walk in. But actually, before we get there, one really nice thing is that there's storage here. In Arizona, there's no storage in any houses, so anytime that you get a little bit of storage, it's absolutely wonderful. But what's really, really nice with this property is that you have a little bit taller ceilings, but just how big and spread out and how large the kitchen is. You could put bar stools here, and you could still have room for more of a formal dining room. But then it opens right up into the living room, so maybe while you're cooking, you can watch the game or something on TV. But with these specific properties, I think this is kind of nice actually. Some people wouldn't like it, but you have basically no maintenance back here, and there's the sun in the backyard. So, for me, I hated doing yard work. I came from Nebraska, and so yard work, when I came home from work, I just wanted to relax and not have to worry about anything. So that's what's really nice with this backyard is, just a couple trimming plants. One thing to consider, you are like right next to your neighbor, so if you don't like that, it kind of feels more of like a northeast style of living. If you don't like that, this particular house might not be the best for you. But again, that's the nice part about Seville is that you have so many different and diverse options. Now Seville, the HOA here is about $150 a month, so definitely higher. Now what does that get you? That gets you all like the common area maintenance, that gets you all the walking, biking trails and everything like that. But if you want all the amenities that we talked about earlier, you do have to join their social club. So it's about a couple $1,000s a year. It's always going up, so you'll just have to double check when the time is right for you. But we walk up upstairs, so you have 3 bedrooms. What's really nice with this, no ceiling fans, but look how big this. You get a huge walk-in closet in one of the 3rd bedrooms. Another really nice part that this particular floor plan has is that the laundry's upstairs, so that you don't have to be lugging your laundry up and down stairs. The other bedroom, pretty standard honestly. It's about 11 by 11, so a little bit bigger than most. So really, that aspect is nice. And it is nice that there's another full bathroom up here as well. But really, really large, oversized primary. You got plenty of room for, large furniture, king bed, all that good stuff. And then making your way into the primary, it is nice. They haven't really updated it since the house was built. This was built in 2009. But again, it's nicer than most. One really nice thing, again, with living in Gilbert and moving to Gilbert is that the taxes are super low. The taxes for this house are only about $2,100 for the entire year. Other areas of the country, that's crazy. So that is one really nice thing about Gilbert. So let's pop into our second and final property for the day. And again, one of the best things about Seville is that it has so many diverse, neighborhood options for every single price point. So let's go into a little bit higher. This one's gonna be in the 800,000s. So that way you can kind of get a general idea on prices and all that stuff. So let's pop into our second one. All right, so we are at our last stop down here in Seville. And again, I've said it probably 3 times or 4 times in this video, but literally the best part about Seville is that it has a price range for every single type of buyer. So this house that we're going to walk into, 2,700 square feet. So it's very, very large, and you'll see that here in a sec. But again, HOA is about $165 every single month, and what does that get you? Just the general landscape, and then from there, if you want all the membership and everything, then you got to pay a little bit more. But again, Seville, one of the really nice things that it has is that it's so quiet down here. There's literally nothing down here in Southern Gilbert for now, so the peace and quiet is really, really nice. And with Gilbert in general, your dollar goes pretty far. So as you'll see with this next property, for 2,700 square feet, this home is right now it's about $750, but it's absolutely huge. So right when you walk in, you have taller ceilings, and it's just very, very grand. This particular house, it's very outdated, especially in this price range here in Gilbert. But, one of the really nice things that it has is it has potential, right? Now, if you're spending $750,000, you might not want like a fixer-upper. So there's definitely, options. But if you want to be in Seville, this is kind of what, you're going to get. So you have, just looking out, I mean, it's absolutely massive here, right when you walk in. Very, very grand feel. I love in Arizona how a lot of the homes are, single story. So it just makes it feel, when you walk into a 2,500 or 2,700 square foot house, it makes it just feel so big because you're not splitting that square footage with the upstairs as well. But this backyard is by far one of the selling points. If I were, moving, this is all I would want to do is just hang out here. You have, the built-in barbecue. They loved the golf. You got like a little putting green here. Wonder how fast they're rolling. But what is nice too, like you have an additional, you got so much storage here. This is all here in the backyard. So, the amenities, you don't even have to go to the clubhouse because you have everything here. You got the, the little waterfall here right behind me. Man, I could just listen to that sound all day. You got the string lights, and then look, you even have like this little like bonus. It's not like a, but just another covered area. You'd have to figure out a way to get a TV. They have electrical, so you'd have to get a TV somewhere out here. But this backyard is absolutely amazing. The inside of the house, not as much. again, if you like something that needs like a little bit of a fixer-upper, this might be, it's not a fixer-upper, I shouldn't say that. It is in good shape, it's just old, it's just outdated. But one really nice thing is just how big, how big and grand the primary bedroom is. It even has like this little like nook. So like if you wanted, oh wait, it has a separate, I didn't even know that. It has a separate closet in here as well. So you got two really master closets, kind of a his and hers, but it is nice that you have that like little office nook. There we go, that's better. But again, it's very standard, very standard. They haven't updated anything. That closet light's not working either. But right behind me, that's the closet. So, again, this house it's really cool, it's really big, but again, for $750,000, it's overpriced, to be honest. That's why it's been on the market here for a minute. But one really nice thing about this house is, so you got like the main living room area here, and then this is called a split floor plan. So a split floor plan in Arizona, the bedrooms are on, so there's 3 bedrooms down this hallway here. They're separate from the primary. So you got one, and it is nice too that it has a little walk-in closet as well. But then you have here, let's pop in. You can see, again, it's just a little bit of it's an outdated bathroom. But the rooms, the rooms are here, they are pretty good size. And honestly, this room's the best because it's like literally in the opposite corner of, and it has its own bathroom too. That's kind of cool. But it's literally in the opposite corner here of the other bedroom. So, that's your tour of Seville. I tried to get into the clubhouse, as I mentioned earlier, and they said absolutely not, get that camera out of here. So, we'll come down and check it out in person. That way we can get a full-on tour. But again, guys, if you like this video, make sure you click the like button and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts about what you thought of this neighborhood, Seville, and where are you moving from? If you're moving from out of state, where are you moving from? Comment that down below, and check out the other videos that we have on our channel for everything moving to Gilbert as well as Phoenix, Arizona. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll stay tuned for more content.